In this slidecast, we're going to look at key activities. Key activities is the second building block of the backstage of your business model, which makes the front stage possible. It's basically the most important things that you need to be able to perform for your business model to work. These are the things that you need to excel at. Let's look at an example. Let's look at Kiva. Kiva is a microfinance platform, and it connects lenders with businesses in developing countries. And it connects the businesses with lenders. A key activity here is the risk management. You cannot have a lending business without good risk management. But at the beginning, Kiva neglected this key activity. So make sure you identify the activities which make or break your business model. Let's look at 3 activity configurations. And this is a non-exhaustive list. We'll start with production, value chains. This is typical for manufacturing, like car manufacturing. How does this look like on the business model canvas? You'll have production activities in the key activities, and you'll have production facilities in the key resources. And this will allow you to produce something, and the product will be sold to buyers. And as we've seen previously in revenue streams, the rights to the product is transferred. This is a process that's very linear, very sequential, and that goes from the left to the right to push out products. It's very replicable. So you will have a real aim here, which is replicability and scale. Now, problem solving, what two academics, Stabile and Fjellstad, called value shops, is very different. So consulting is a typical example of problem solving. So the activities will be problem solving activities, and the key resources will be the talented people that help you solve the problems. So the value proposition will be consulting or giving advice. So this could be a consulting business, but it's the same for doctors and hospitals. You target clients with this value proposition, and basically the client will explain which problem they have. And this is a unique problem that they will share with the business. The business will acquire this problem and try to solve it. This is a very cyclical process where the business tries to solve the problem, checks with clients, a very, very iterative process. Now, often, this type of activity is limited in replicability and scalability, and it's often very time dependent. So a very different type of activity configuration. Let us study a last type of configuration, building and managing platforms or networks. It's what Stabile and Fjellstad called value networks. Credit cards are a great example to illustrate this. So the activities will be the management of the network of the platform, and the key resource will be the platform. And the value proposition is the connecting and mediating the services that you offer to users to connect them. Now, in the case of credit cards, it won't just be users, it will be merchants, and it will be buyers. And the network will connect the merchants with the buyers and connect the buyers with the merchants. In this case, you often have very high upfront investments because you need to build the platform first. But on the other hand, which is very positive, you will have network effects, and it will be very difficult, if you're successful, to copy this business model. We'll finish this lesson with a frequently observed modeling mistake. Make sure you stay strategic and you don't get too granular. So what often happens when people use the business model canvas is that they fill out the key activity with a lot of granular activities. HR, accounting, project management. Now that's okay when you're talking implementation, but when you're trying to figure out what's really essential here, these are probably not the right type of key activities. You really want to ask yourself, what's essential to my business model? What should really be in this key activity box, which makes or breaks my business model? So adding too much granularity is a little bit like fog. It hides the strategic story. So make sure you really understand which key activities you need to excel at and where you really need to perform. Class dismissed.